again to the bonus room. I'm Lewis.
And I'm Holly.
Today we'd like to talk about Albert Einstein, which is one of our favorite subjects, but there's a specific quote that I'd like to share today. And Einstein said, "Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by his ability to climb a tree, he'll spend his entire life feeling stupid."
I absolutely love that quote because so many of us can reach back into our childhoods and think of a time when someone told us we were doing it wrong, but they didn't tell us how to do it right in the first place.
Yes, I
so
agree.
we felt stupid forever.
Mm-hmm. And maybe that's one of the things we need to discuss. Is that a societal phenomenon? Is it something that's done purposefully, or is it an innate trait of human beings? Is it accidental? There are so many areas to explore in that. But, I know throughout my life, I've always been taught, you feel like you're in like a bumper, what's the word I'm looking for?
Pinball machine.
Like a pinball machine. You get knocked back towards the center and, up towards the goals where you're going to make the most points, hitting off those bumpers. What do you think? Is it?
I think Einstein explains so much about those of us that want to go out and do things that we want to do.
Yeah.
Things that we want to explore on our own.
Mm-hmm.
Even the dangerous activities we engage in as children.
Jumping off bridges
and holding firecrackers and dropping them into newspapers. Yeah, those dangerous. Yeah.
The benefit of living in Florida is you can jump off bridges into the bay.
It's warm all the time, so there's lots of trouble to get into as a child.
But I think and I can't crawl inside Einstein's head, obviously, but I think what his point is the mind itself is limitless. It's like the universe. And I think it's incumbent upon all of us, individually, forget about the support of others, what other people are going to feel about you. They're going to judge you, again, whether that's in just kind of an innate thing that human beings do, or if it's purposeful to keep you, comfortable to them,
Yeah, I was going to say, how many times, I know that I heard as a child, you can do whatever you want to be. You can be whatever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. You can, the world is yours. Just pick what you want to do. And I believe that, but then I would go on the playground, and that wasn't true. Because even playgrounds have their own societies. The fifth graders rule the kindergartners. That's the way it is all in life. Those that have rule those that don't. Those that do know rule those that don't know.
So it's our responsibility as individual human beings to break free of that and to explore what it is that makes us tick and makes us happy. And I was thinking about this earlier. It's like, I was embracing Einstein's concept, and I was thinking, oh yeah, this is great. I can do anything, but I'm not mechanical. So there I was, that doubt that had been placed in my mind decades ago. I'm not mechanical. I could never fix an engine. I've got to rely on someone else. Well, who's to say that's true or not?
You can't learn it. Why can't you learn it?
Right, exactly. I'm the one saying, well, that's true or not true. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's kind of my point, and it's just, you really, when you read these quotes from these famous people, and they're brilliant people, you have to embrace it, and embrace it in a manner that is going to lift you up, spiritually, physically.
And you gotta learn, we are old enough to lift ourselves up, but how many times have we told our kids, you can do anything you want to do? Because our parents told us that too. You can be whatever you want to be, you can do it. And they looked at us and thought, nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Because they go to the playground, or they go to high school, or they go to college, and they see that that's not true.
Right.
How do we empower them to understand that forget what those people are telling you, when those people are telling you that you cannot.
Yeah.
Why? How do you convince your kids that they can't?
Well, and that's where I'm coming back to the whole, your mind is limitless. It's just like the universe. There's just so much in there that as long, and I know this is cliche, but as long as you can conceive, as long as you can conceive it, you can achieve it. So I think that's very, very important for all of us to instill in our children and give them the ability to not buckle to pressures that they're going to feel in society. They're going to feel them.
I'm drawn back to the Saturday morning when it was in Florida, about 45 degrees outside, and our 5-year-old daughter set up a lemonade stand at the end of our driveway.
Yeah.
And we completely supported her. I hope later on in her life she realizes that when it's 45 degrees outside, you can have a lemonade stand.
Yeah.
And don't give up on that
Yeah.
inner belief that somebody's going to need lemonade.
Yeah. And then, but several years later, she also, her and her friend, neighborhood friend, erected that lemonade stand at the front of the neighborhood where
Yes.
there's the most traffic coming in and out of the gate.
That's true.
And they took all the money and donated it to the ASPCA. That doesn't hurt anybody.
Right.
That's a good thing.
So it's we got to support. We have to support
Yeah.
our kids.
Yeah.
We also have to support ourselves to not conform. We have to follow the rules. There's laws for a reason.
Yeah, as long as we don't hurt
As long as we
anybody.
don't hurt anybody else,
Yeah.
we've got to find a way to allow our minds to grow and change.
And those minds are limitless, and I'm a firm believer that our minds will continue to grow even after we die. You know, that's going to be, and I'll say this to the world. Before I met you, I saw an end. I saw an end to my life. You know, at some point I'm going to die, and I've got longevity, thank God. 3 of my 4 grandparents lived well into their 90s, so hopefully I'll do the same. But once I met you and got to know you, and you've given me the strength to allow my mind to go places it's never been. So you've given me that, and I appreciate that, and thank you. And I don't see an end to us. It's not physically and emotionally. It's just, I know that we're going to be together forever. And again, I know that's cliche, but now all those 1970s love songs that the Little River Band put together, I get them now. So thank you. And thank you.
Love you.
Love you too, baby.
It looks like we're out of time.
Okay. Well, join us again next time in the bonus room.
Just keep talking.